Good morning. It is mid-February and we're here at the Adirondack Lodge parking area. Very cold morning, it's about -6 degrees out, and the plan today is to do Street and Nye, two of the Adirondack 46 High Peaks. Today's route should be about 8.5 miles, just under 3,000 feet of elevation gain. We've been told it's broken out. Hopefully that's true, because there is a shit ton of snow up here in the Adirondacks, as well as the Whites this year. So here's to a good day. It should clear up and get a bit warmer for us. Let's hit the trail. So getting going here, we kind of gotta keep moving to stay warm, even though it is supposed to get nice and warm today. It's freezing right now, so trying to keep our blood flowing, but did want to stop here and take in the views from Heart Lake. Never actually been over here before, but really great views of Bright Peak, Algonquin, and I think if we run around the corner we'd probably be able to see Street, but like I said, we need to keep moving because it's pretty chilly still. The sun feels great though. Finally warming up just a little bit. Big difference in the sun today compared to in the shade. So the trail starts out at Adirondack Lodge, and then we're picking up the Indian Pass Trail, and then the trail, the Street and Nye, branches off that. The trails, from what I read, to Street and Nye are officially unmaintained, but they're really well broken out hard paths if you do them in the 3 seasons. In the winter, obviously we'll be following probably, and hopefully, a nice trench, so it'll be really obvious to find. But at that junction you head north for Nye, south for Street. I believe one's 0.2 away and one's 0.6 respectively. Yeah, should have some great views. There's a ton of snow this year, so hopefully we'll have some better than average views from these peaks that are kind of generally known to be viewless. Indian Pass Brook is nice and frozen over. You can definitely see how that could be problematic in other seasons or in the winter if that's not frozen over. It's pretty wide. And now I believe the fun part and the ascent should start, beginning up to the junction where we can branch off to Street and Nye. Judging by the map, we finally are starting to climb out of Indian Pass Brook, right around the 2,000 foot line, and beginning our climb up to Street and Nye. And it's apparently snowing right now. Very low snow clouds, but hopefully it's just passing through and it'll clear up in due time. Starting to make our way up this little valley. Really pretty in here. All hardwoods. You kind of get some glimpses of the surrounding peaks every now and then. Almost enough to use the heel lifts, but alternating. Kind of just a nice steady up so far. Nice and packed. Nice little highway, if you will. Yeah. So as with, it seems, many of the Adirondack High Peak hikes, hiking relatively flat, even downhill, and then you hit the base of the mountain, and you go mostly up, sometimes aggressively. If I get these today, it'll be number 21 and 22 of my Adirondack High Peaks, and 81 and 82 of my Northeast 115. Tentative goal, no rush. Good to keep track. I'll have to figure out what high peaks this makes for Ash too. Trail climbs up that valley, and then we're sort of you can't really call it a switchback because it's really steep, but switchbacking left across the grade. Then we're going to swing right, and that should be our final climb up to the junction. And the grade has not let up. Hi. Want to say hi?
Hi.
Getting up a little bit higher. See out a little bit. Snow clouds still blocking a lot of the views. Looks like we finally made it up to the mound that sits around 3,800 feet up here. Getting close to that T-junction. Oops, and branches with this thing. So after making our way to the T-junction, or Y-junction as some people called it, we are headed towards Street. Thought process being that we'll go to the further one first, and if Ash isn't feeling it, I'll probably go to Nye by myself. And yeah, there's a lot of snow. Like a couple 100-foot climb up the street, which being cold, that junction actually feels kind of good. Had to layer up a bit. Temperature's moderated quite a bit from this morning, but it's still pretty cold. The forecast had highs, I think, in the single digits. Wind chill in the teens, negative teens, I should say. Not exactly balmy. miles there. Right, after a couple more 100 feet of climb, we've made it to the summit of Street. I'll show you the sign in a second. It's maybe only 2 feet off the ground. I'm pretty sure usually it's above people's heads when they stand. But again, probably 4 or 5 feet of snow up here. Pretty wild. So made it to Street, but unfortunately no views from the viewpoints. Just low-hanging snow clouds, it seems like. Maybe we'll have better luck on Nye. I'm gonna head over there next. And yeah, not too bad getting up here. Short little climb. Oh, scooching under the trees again. Scooching under the trees again. Ugh. Okay, so we delayered again, had a bit of water, and yeah, we're gonna get heading to Nye. And it is blue skies down here. It's funny, you can actually see it throughout the trees and stuff, but there's just a snow cloud hanging on Street, so maybe we'll have a little view from Nye. Fingers crossed. So Nye should only be about 0.2 miles, and we're told it's pretty easy from people that were coming in the other direction. I believe this is one of the high peaks that technically isn't actually 4,000 feet. Got a little bit of a view up here, huh? I think that's Algonquin and then Right Peak. So a little bit more of a view than Street, fortunately. I think it's a little bit less snowy over here. You can see, I think directly across from us Right Peak and Algonquin behind, and Marcy behind them, I believe. Still snow blowing in and out everywhere. Definitely not clear in this direction behind me. You can see Street in basically a snow cloud. Beautiful. Beautiful. Woo! We made it! Made it to Nye. We made it. So we made it to Nye over here. Sign also pretty low to the ground compared to normal pictures I've seen of it with all the snowpack. As much as I love videoing, I think we'll see you at Heart Lake because I'm not just going to take video again of the same route on the way down. It's cold. I think we're gonna keep moving and heading down and try to make decent time. At least we got some views from Nye. Street still looks pretty socked in with the snow, but interesting views across the way to sort of Algonquin and Right Peak, and I think you'd see Marcy behind them. Great range behind that a little bit. Overall, good day. So we'll see you down there. Whew. Made it. Alrighty, so through the magic of video editing, here we are back at Heart Lake a few hours later from the summit of Nye. And much warmer than this morning, beautiful afternoon. Pretty long hike out, kind of monotonous, like many Adirondack hikes, but good day overall. And we'll see you in the next one.